I just wanted to scare off the burglar who had broken into my home. The sudden chiming of the clock made me reflexively pull the trigger. My wife, hearing the gunshot, rushed over and quickly turned on the lights to see what had happened. The bullet had struck the burglar in the eye. My hands were trembling. At that moment, I had no idea this single shot would completely change my life. The police arrived at the scene quickly. The sheriff comforted me, saying it was self-defense and that the burglar was also a wanted fugitive. I had done the community a service. My mind couldn't find peace as my wife and I sat in the hallway, staring blankly at that wall. 3 hours later, we finally mustered the courage to clean the bloodstains off it. The next morning, when I went to the diner, everyone in town knew what had happened to me the night before. The sheriff found me and said the town would be holding a funeral service for the dead burglar, and he hoped I would attend. After a night of reflection, I ultimately decided to go to his funeral. I drove near the funeral and watched as his coffin was lowered into the ground. Suddenly, an old man appeared beside my car. I was instantly terrified, remembering that the sheriff had told me the burglar had a father who had just been released on bail. I explained to him that it was an accident and sincerely apologized, but he said my explanation and apology didn't make him feel any better. Instead, he threatened me.
Oh, that was a nice picture of your family in the paper. Your boy, he looks a whole lot like you, doesn't he?
Sensing something terrible was about to happen, I immediately rushed to the police station seeking protection. However, the sheriff felt the man's words didn't constitute a real threat, so he refused to provide protection for me and my family. When my family and I returned home from the police station, the door lock had been broken and the house was in complete disarray. Not only were bullets scattered all over the floor, but my son's favorite teddy bear had had one of its eyes gouged out. Seeing this, the police had no choice but to assign officers to protect us around the clock, but they still underestimated the burglar's father's capabilities. That very night he came for us again, even standing beside my son's bed. By the time I realized what was happening, he had already fled.
Kevin?
He's in the fucking house!
He's in the goddamn house!
Jordan!
Move! Go! Go!
He's in the woods. Move! Move!
Tracked him down to the river, but the rain's making it hard.
How'd you get him?
Never left. Son of a bitch was in a crawl space the whole time. We'll get him, Rich. Don't you worry.
The next day, the sheriff told me the criminal had been caught. He assured me I could relax and promised they would deal with him properly. I went to the police station in high spirits to sign the paperwork, but on the bulletin board, I saw a wanted poster. Looking at the photo, I was absolutely certain this wanted criminal was not the person I had shot. I confronted the sheriff with my doubts, questioning whether the police had made a mistake, but the sheriff brushed me off, claiming I had been too nervous at the time and had misremembered the face. I had a feeling this matter was definitely not that